Hey all, welcome to Really Really Britain. Folks, tonight we've got another beer from the Half Barrel Brewery. Head brewer, Mr. Withers, Fraser, and it is his black stuff, his Irish Stout. Now, Fraser tells me the first time he brewed this was about 6 years ago, so about 2009, and it was very much like Guinness. And now what he's done, he's souped it up a bit more chocolate and a bit more coffee. Pronounced flavours. So really looking forward to trying it. This is on nitro, and then he bottled it. So it'll probably need a bit of a vigorous pour. But again, really looking to try it. 4.2%. And cheers. So the beer itself has opened with a lovely little hiss. There was a little bit of smokiness. Let's go straight in with the pour. So we're going to give this a bit of a yes. Now, as an Irishman, I love my stouts. We're going to leave that there. So, the black stuff. This one has poured with a 4-finger head. Tightly packed bubbles, folks. It's mocha coffee in colour, and the beer itself is black. Now, it's got a lovely little ruby tinge to it as well. Alright, I don't know if you can see that, but there is a bit of a ruby tinge to it too. So, we're going to go straight in with the nose. Cheers, Fraser. Okay, so the first thing you pick up are roasted malts. You're also getting that iron smell from it. Also that kind of rusty copper smell. And it's interesting because I find this with a lot of Irish stouts that it has that. Now, that's not any off flavours, that's actually produced by the acidity of the roasted malt. You're picking up a little bit of dark chocolate. There's a light milky coffee nose to it. But it is over-dominated with this kind of coppery iron nose on it. We're going to go straight in. Cheers. Oh. Oh. Folks, what do we got here? The first thing I would say is this is smooth, this is slick. You've got roasted malts, you've got, it's like browned off oats. You get brown bread, you get that, in Ireland you get this batch bread, I call it daddy's bread, and the crust when it toasts goes really, really dark black colour, and it gives off a wonderful burnt bread. There's a light sweetness on the back end, and actually it's very much like there's lactose in it as well, which is giving it that kind of sweetness you get with a milk stout. The body on the beer is absolutely fantastic. This was nitro, so it was forced carbonated, but very, very good. I could drink this over and over and over again. You're not getting the big roasted malts that you get on the nose, and actually that coppery metal taste is completely, or nose has completely disappeared. It's not in the taste of the beer. Let me get more into the glass. This is your typical session stout. Let's compare it to Guinness. I would say that Guinness has a more pronounced roasted barley taste to it. This is much more smoother in the context, as in the malt and the hops are very smooth together, where Guinness leaves this quite sharp bitterness. This would be closer to Beamish, which is actually my favourite Irish stout of all times. And I mean that as in, it's got that silky smooth coffee which is light milky coffee and chocolate body, but it's got that also that deep roasted but slightly acidic roasted malt, which gives stout that unique taste. Overall, I would say this is a very, very good beer, and actually one which I would hope the Fraser does a foreign extra version or an imperial version of it. So what's the finish like? The finish is malty. The finish is hoppy bitterness, which leads to a light milk chocolate and creamy coffee bitterness. What do I give the Half Barrel Brewery, Mr. Fraser Withers, for his black stuff, his Irish Stout at 4.2%? Folks, this to me is a good stout. It's an 8 out of 10, folks. It's an 8 out of 10. That's Real Ale Britain doing a review on Half Barrel Brewery, Mr. Fraser Withers, his black stuff at 4.2% ABV. Cheers, and folks, look at that head. Slán Machara.